Yeah, so today on the session 9 for July 2021, we will discuss creative on design thinking. So creative or design thinking, we able to know about the creative. The creative is a very important which ingredient must be have with the entrepreneur. Must. Is it clear to everyone? Creativity is must with the entrepreneur. And it is transformation force help organization develop product, services, and experience that connect to resonate with the customers. So ultimately, they they should be a resonant with the customer. Yeah, and and it's enable meaningful emotional difference in the eyes of consumers. So if we able to make a emotional differentiation with the consumer. At some of the families, they love to buy a product which is made by the Tata, manufactured by the Tata. So there is some emotional relationship between our generation and Tata. And another part of this creative thinking, design has become increasingly important in the business circle. And it is increasingly trying to understand the master of competitive, because it is a big competitive word, and in this big competitive words we must know about our product. We must know how much improvement we can do with our product, and one more thing, how we can satisfy the consumer and give him a different taste, how we can give the consumer to different taste. So it can be advantage or design can offer. And is today's business challenge is must be a very innovative way. And business leaders are seeking development of their what? Creative and design thinking skill. So ultimately, every entrepreneur, those have a creative and design thinking skill, they can be survived in the today's world, because customer, consumer taste and preferences are changed very fast. The change is very fast. Consumer is a patience less. He don't want to wait too much, as you can see as per your own example. You can see on example that you cannot wait too much. And here, the design thinking we are discussed today, design thinking is a very important topic. It is a human-centered approach. So if we got the question, what is the approach of the design thinking? It is a human-centered approach. For what? For innovation and understanding the customer need. Once we talk about the research of product, first we have to find out the customer need. Rapid prototyping means we have to make a new sample, update, always give something different flavor to our customer, and generating creative ideas. That will transfer way to develop product. So design thinking, ultimate, it is a human-centered approach, and it is give a creative idea, which is help the way of develop your product. Here we can see the example. If we talk about the fashion industry, you can see many fashion industry give the different flavor to its clients, to its consumers, and we can talk about the prototype. Prototype, as I says, we have to make a different models. As you see that Dilip Chavadia, some of you know, might be knows the one of the car studio company, Aston Martin. That's the biggest company. You see the Rolls Royce. That is another biggest company. They give the every time a new flavor. Now, if we talk about the Tata, Tata is the owner of Land Rover and Jaguar. So if we talk about the Land Rover and Jaguar, Then we see in every IPL, Tata gave a new model in a passenger car. Have you seen that? Can you write down the at least two, three name of Tata's new model? Write down in the chat box. What are the how many new models launched by the Tata in passenger car? Write down on chat box. Fast. Just write down fast. Fee 6. Please write how many new models launched by the Tata. Hello? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Okay. So I was asking about the how many new model launched by the Tata. I want to see the answer. Yes. Please write down new models. Okay. So here that in the design thinking, we develop our product or change the shape or update our product as per really want of the customer, which is very important because ultimately we have to serve our customers. Ultimately, is it clear to everyone? Yes or no? Just write down from chat box. Is it clear? If I talk about design thinking is a human-centric approach, it focuses on the innovation, creative ideas, and truly they want to deliver the customer which really he want from you. Is it yes? Yeah, clear. That's nice. So the next part of the design thinking in this, it is bring together what design thinking do. It is bring together desirable from a human point of view with the what technological feasibility and economical value. Every human being, the mind have a plenty of ideas. Every mind have a millions of ideas. But with the help of design thinking, that ideas can be technologically feasible and economical viable. So focus on these two words. Any idea which bring together on human point of view, is it technological feasible or economical viable? Because if we make any product which is not accepted or afforded by the consumer, then there is no use. So here we can read these three very important points. I am repeating that. Desirability is very important. What make a sense to people and for people. Whatever we are making, it has to be a to the people, for the people. Is it clear? First point, desirability. And second is a feasibility, because feasibility is very important. You understood the meaning of feasibility. Technically possible. If product is technically not possible, then it is just called a dream only. Just a dream only. Or we can talk about the foreseeable future, because any product which we are going to make it, first desirability, second is the feasibility, and third is the viability. Can it is run long run? It is a part of the sustainable business model. You got it, my point? Sustainable business model means a business can be continued, and business can be continued once the customer who buy your product, either he will be repeat your product or either he will refer your product. So here the two words you can remember, either repeat order from the customer, just note down, repeat order or reference. So those are from customer point of view. It means customer is liking your product. Is it clear? Yes. Is it clear? What are the two R I told you, mention in the chat box? What are the two R? What are the two R I to talk about? Repeat order or reference. So reference, if you buy a car, it is not possible that everyone can buy a car every month. Once you buy a car, it will maybe minimum 5 years. Minimum 5 years. Is it? So if the effective of our product effectiveness can be, we can make a parameter, repeat order or reference. Is it? Second, design thinking process. So design thinking is not limited to a process. Is it? If we talk about the process, it is not limited to a process. It is an endless expansion investigation. So you got my point. It is an endless. So if we talk about the design thinking, it is an endless expanding investigation. Means ever and ever, like you take the example of iPhone. There's one of the companies, Send Dispatcher, IDO, CU. They ever and ever they update their product. iPhone, you see that. Apple, you can see that. They always and always develop and giving the good serviceable product to their consumer. So now in design thinking, there are some phases. What are the phases? In practice, we talk about the some of the phases with you. It should be a specific challenges fixed by this one. And first phase is we have to frame the question, what we are going to do. First, we have to frame the question. What is the benefit to the consumer? What is the benefit to the customer? And so many things we can be share. We can be share with us. So first we can make a frame a question. So inspire your team to think about what? About your customer who you are designing a solution. So sometime we discuss the problem statement. After the discussion of the problem statement, we discuss the solution and what they actually need ultimately. And if we talk about the number 2, second phase, gather inspiration. If we got the inspiration, got out onto the world and seek inspiration by observing and discovering the people really need. What people actually want. They want something different. If you saw, there's an early time there was a telephone or television without remote control. Once the people saw the television, they want a rest. But if they want to change the challenge, they have to leave their bed or sofa and they go in front of television, then change the channels. So this is the inspiration. They make the remote control. Yes, they make the remote control. Once you are in a comfort zone, you can change the channel. And third phase, we will talk about generate idea. After the first 2 phases, we can go ahead and make the things well. And now this phase, we generate the idea. So use the inspiration you gather to help push past the obvious to come up with the fresh solution to your problem. So here we are talking about the fresh solution. Is it? And next 4th phase, make idea tangible. Tangible means real. We can touch. Tangible means we can touch. We can see. It's called tangible. So build a rough prototype and find what's working and what's not. So ultimately, we have to make a rough prototype where we can see it. It is working or which is not working. It is on phase number 4. And next, we come on the phase number 5. Test to learn. Yes, testing of every prototype is very important. You see, the company make a some of the car, and they said there is a 80% or 70% security. So they make a test sum. About the speed of 40, car hit with some objective, and how much hamper, what are the damage of the car, they find out. Is it? If they talk about the bulletproof car, the big company make a bulletproof car and they test it. Sometimes the companies give a testing instrument. They give you a product for the test only. And after the test, you have to give them what? You give them a feedback. What exactly you have enjoyed in the product and what exactly you want from the product, which is very important. So think behind, we are going to continue. Just fill your attendance. And after the test to learn, just share your story. What is your story about the product? You can make some technical writer. Whatever you design, you have to make. And once you have arrived at the right solution, craft and share the story of introduce it to your colleague. So client and customer. So you have to share your new product, new creativity with your colleague, with your client, with your consumer. But when you get a right solution, and some of people's step may happen several times. They make it a several times. And you may even jump back and forth between them. आप आ भी सकते हैं और जा भी सकते हैं. And moving through the phases of design thing can be take you from blank state to new innovative solution. So once we talk about for the testing, we have sharing our stories, then we can find out the some of the new ideas, innovative solution. So this is about the design thinking process. Even then it's a very small part, but you can take the resources from various resources from the internet, and you can read in a broad field if you have a available time with you. And here I am sharing with you the multiple choice question with this link. And as well as you have to write down the 10 points from learning. So just you can check it out. You can check it out. What are the multiple choice question from design thinking? These are from, just note down everyone. Yeah, everyone note down. If you can make a copy paste from your laptop, you can. All right. So here is a multiple choice question and answer with answer. So you can do practice at your home. All right. So let me come on next. After this, we will discuss we will discuss the entrepreneurial decision process. Till that it is clear to everyone. Just write down on the chat box. Write down on the chat box. Is it clear? Design thinking is clear to everyone? Yeah. Yes. And I give you a multiple choice questions also. Just do it, practice on it. You can make your own Zoom link and do the practice. If you have a team of 2 boys and girls, then you can make a duo use of the Google Duo. But you must make a practice, which is very important. So here, Our next topic is of unit third is the entrepreneurial decision process. So how entrepreneur take a decision? It is very important to know. It is a natural and logical approach which help. All right. An individual to achieve success in a new venture. So most of individuals have innovative and creative ideas. As you see the example at your own, you have a very creative ideas with you and you are innovative, no doubt. Some of them recognize the opportunity and bring their idea in the market and start a new venture. It happened with you? Yes. You can bring their ideas in the market and start a new venture. Or you can be just develop the venture only. You have to have developed the ideas also. Even an idea is called intangible. Eh? And your product is called tangible. Because we cannot see, we cannot touch idea. But yes, we can see, we can touch product. It's called tangible, or second was intangible. So this is the entrepreneur decision process. And next is the process of entrepreneur development program. The process of entrepreneur development program. As we see, the terms itself denote EDP is program means the development of entrepreneur abilities. You have to develop your mind that you are an entrepreneur. You have to develop your mind that you can do much more better than others. And among other words, refer to the inculcation. ये family to family होता है, inbuilt. The technical terms is inbuilt. Huh? And polishing of entrepreneurial skill into person needed to establish and successful run his or her own enterprise. So when we talk about the process of EDP development, we can write down the first process, very first, it is inbuilt. And the skill they do not, a person need to establish successful run his business. So which is very important for the entrepreneur development program. And after the development, we need to make a evaluation. So developing entrepreneur have become different. Is that clear? Yes. So we talk about the evaluation. If we talk about evaluation means we must know about the company, we must know about our employees. Is that? Yeah. So evaluation of entrepreneur development is developing entrepreneurs has become a movement in India. चल रहा आजकल. Developing entrepreneurship has become a movement in India. And EDP have been considered as an effective instrument. So entrepreneur development planning for developing the entrepreneurship in the countryside. And 100 of EDP are conducted by some of 686 organizations. You can write down about 700. Is it? About 700 organizations to impart entrepreneurial training to participate in thousands. So as you heard about the NISBUD, It is the Ministry of Commerce Venture. ISPU. Yes. You want to note down, you can note down. This bird is a body which is established by Government of India. What is their aim? The person should be train themselves, train others, and make a spirit of entrepreneurship so that a one entrepreneur can give the job opportunity to 5 or 10 people. You can do that. You can do that. So ultimate aim behind this development of the entrepreneurs. And next, the main objective of EDP is to make the EDP training for an enterprise creator. Hence, it seemed necessary to see whether the objective of EDP is fulfilled or not. So, EDP is fulfilled or not. So, ultimate the evaluation we can check through our objective, which we mentioned in earlier slides, if it is match or not match. So, we can make a help of evaluation. And if you talk about the simple word, there is a need to have retrospective look into how many participants have actually started. So we are not focusing on how many people we trained. We have to focus how many actual started their own enterprise. Their own enterprise after completing the training. So this call for the evaluation of EDP. So ultimately, we can discuss about the evaluation, we discuss about the government organization they are supporting to your venture, whatever you want to start, this is the very important. And we talk about entrepreneur development training program. It is created to provide an alternate route. What? They created to provide the alternative route and for the gainful employment. Gainful. Here this terms is very important. Huh? How many of you want to go for gainful employment or free, where you cannot get any salary? So where you want to go? With salary or without salary? Write down on checkbox. Where you want to go? With salary or without salary? Yes, everyone. Yeah, good. Shubham, Sano, Yugam, with salary. Very nice. So here we can see about we want to go for the gainful and economically disadvantaged individual through the establishment of their own business. So जहां उसको job में salary नहीं मिल रही, वो क्या करेगा? He can start his own business. And when it comes to the business, an account will tell you the story can be found in that number. So here the story, it called feel goods when it generates some revenue. So ultimately, they have to generate some revenue for getting the successful entrepreneur. So we are talking about the successful entrepreneur. We are talking about the entrepreneur training program in this. And we talk about the process of entrepreneur development program. We talk about the creative and decision thinking. So decision thinking, and it is the depend on the decision of every individual enterprises. So overall, we read in this unit third, if we talk about the starting part of the unit third, we learn what is the meaning of entrepreneur. Number two, we learn the type of entrepreneur. Number three, competencies required to become an entrepreneur. So you can take the help of this videos also I mentioned and I shared in each and every program. Each and every program I mentioned and share it. And we'll learn more about the creative and design thinking as today the entrepreneur decision process. Today we'll learn about this and we talk about the entrepreneur development program. So many more things we will cover in the unit 3. So ultimately today we cover the unit 3 and I already send you some of the multiple choice question and answer and you go through with that, do the practice so that in the examination you can easily write whatever you want to write. There's another big gap. You think your examination is going good, but sometimes it is not so good. So be alert, be make a double check of your answer sheet. If you completed your answer sheet within the 10 minutes before of the end of the examination, then that 10 minutes you can use the rechecking of your answer sheet. So you will get the some roughly idea about your marks. So here we discussed these things. And again, I'm telling you, just write down the 10 special lines. Maybe in Hindi, maybe in English. It makes your habit. Even though now you are in a BTech third year. So you must write down in the English. Every assignment you must write down in the English. So that it's become your habit and you will get the very good percentage. On your WhatsApp, I am sharing about the tomorrow schedule that everybody should be joined 11:50 because tomorrow is a big lecture for you, which is very helpful for you in your future. So go ahead with that. All right, everyone. Yes, some of come on the this discussion table. Yes, who want to become? Just raise your hand. Just raise your hand. Who want to become? Yes. I want to see some of the faces. Just share your views about this today's talk. Just tell me who want to come on the panel discussion. Share your views. Yes, share your views. Yeah. So I am giving you a link. So tomorrow you can attend the session. A special guest talk. Section A, Section B, Section D, E, F. It's a Section C is not here with me. I will send it to Section C also. Yes. Those who get Section C. How many of you receive it? How many of you receive it? How many of you receive it? Just write down yes or no. I shared with you. Yes. Have you received Akshita Aparna? Section B, very nice. So, if you're able to see, he is a Lieutenant Colonel Manish Sharma. He is from Army background. He is working with the General Manager Corporate Affair, Dal Group. A JAL group is established in 1979, very old group. And so many students are working in the JAL group. And they have a talking series, हम में भी है योद्धा, हम में भी है एक योद्धा. The corporate talk entrepreneur, a journey of a commercial warrior. So he is a commercial warrior called entrepreneur because he have a capacity of taking a capacity of risk. And same as soldier. Soldier have to take a capacity of risk. And finally, that he becomes some part of the entrepreneur. So my good wishes to everyone. Be ready for tomorrow. It should be at 11:50. I wish to see you so that you can save our reputation, that you are very serious about to study the subject and as well as study the corporate people. Those are coming from the corporate. Those are coming from the corporate. So tomorrow, everyone, my request, my suggestion, you must be joined. So what is the tomorrow? Is a Friday. Is it? Friday. Everybody must join on 11:50. So great, good luck and good wishes to all of you. Very, very good wishes. Come and join. Yes. Welcome, Mohammed Fazal. Welcome. Okay, good luck.